Hi,
Hello, guys.
Yusuf.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Realting Instagram Live broadcast. My name is Yusuf. For everyone just joining us, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Realting. Realting is an international real estate platform which partner with real estate agencies and real estate developers all around the world, basically to bring people to buy their properties and investors. Today, we have a special guest from Thailand, our new partner, Mr. Oleg Golubev, the co-founder of Serene Condominium. Welcome, Mr. Oleg.
Hi, Yusuf. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much
My
for joining
pleasure
us.
to be in your stream.
Thank you very much. So today, we're going to be talking about investment in terms of real estate in Thailand, how to buy properties in Thailand. So Mr. Oleg is a specialist in this area and a co-founder of a very special company in Thailand. So we're going to be asking him a few questions, to learn more on how to invest, how to buy properties in Thailand. So Mr. Oleg, we're going to start with a few questions. So of course, we would want to know you. I would want to know your specialization, your experience in terms of real estate business in Thailand. So thank you very much. We'll be listening to you now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I have been living in Phuket in Thailand. So it's a kind of biggest island in Phuket is the biggest island in whole Thailand, and it's growing really, really fast in terms of real estate right now, because we have more and more new developments coming around, even during pandemic. Yeah, and I stay here in Phuket since 2012, so it's almost 10 years now, and I have my partners who live here from 2004, so actually it's a quite long experience. Yeah, and our company is doing different type of real estate business, because we have development company, we have real estate agency, and we have media company. Also, we're doing a legal advice company, and we have our internal lawyers. And like right now, we can give a consultation about any type of properties in Thailand. And especially our actual project is Serene Condominium. It's our new development. It's our main project right now. It's eco-friendly condominium, one of the first eco-friendly condominiums in Thailand. And we are trying to do something unique on the market right now.
That's great. That really sounds really great. Of course, if you're trying to buy properties in any country, you would want to know about the country. So of course, we would want you to tell us a little bit about information about Thailand. What language is spoken in Thailand? Are there many foreigners in common in Thailand?
Thailand is amazing country because of the location, first of all, because we are located in Southeast Asia, and it's kind of middle of the planet, because for people all over the world,
Right.
it's comfortable to come in here, right? Because let's say people from Europe, during the winter times, they prefer Thailand because we don't have winter at all. It's whole year summer, right? Yeah, people from Australia, for them is quite far to go to Europe or, for example, to America. They also prefer us for their holiday. People from all over the Asia, Chinese, Southeast Asian countries like Singapore, like Hong Kong, and so on, they also prefer Thailand and coming to us. And it's like we are a perfect destination for everyone. Very
Awesome.
convenient to come.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we live in Paradise Island, like it's like 50 kilometers long and 22 kilometers wide. Yeah, and this island connected to the mainland by the bridge. It's so easy. If you come here, you're not stuck here for whole your travel. Yeah, you can driving around, and we have, like when we speak about property, I always speak with people about the actual value. Like you cannot say that what's the valuation of some property, what you look at, what's points. First of the point is location, for example, because here in Phuket, people come here because whole year summer, because of the amazing nature. We live on the island where is around is a lot of greenery, and the government protects this nature and not allow to build a lot of projects and so on. And what is amazing point is that we have kind of a lot of nice places around where you can go. Let's say if you tired of Phuket, let's say you can go to next provinces. It's super easy, drive by the car or whatever. Yeah, and of course we have a lot of magical islands that you have seen on the pictures, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, most of the people would love to come here as a tourists, but in the end, most of them think, okay, why would we not buy a property here for our own holiday, or for example, for investment and rent these units out? And right now is laws in Thailand allow foreigners to own property here in two ways. It can be freehold or leasehold. It's whatever foreigner will choose. Like this foreigner property paradise right now.
That's awesome. I mean, of course, I mean, what you're saying is great, and we really appreciate such information. But we cannot, you know, talk about this without trying to understand the local people.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the local people? Are they friendly? Are they welcoming to foreigners alike?
You know, like it's really good question. When I came here 9 years ago, I was so surprised that people smile around. Everyone smiling.
Wow.
It's called like Thailand is a country of smile, as many people is called, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, in reality, Thai people, they're growing really fast. The previous king, Rama IX, he was very well person about the education and developing of the country. Country developed really fast. And if you speak about Phuket, I would say that 70 to 80% people can speak quite good English. You know, like of course the main language in the country is Thai, and of course it's quite complicated language for foreigners, right? But we don't have any issues here with any language barrier, because in reality, by the law in Thailand, we have two languages. It's Thai and English. So both of the, let's say, if we speak about paperwork, people can sign the contracts or whatever in English language, and which just makes life much easier, right? And in reality, Thai people is very friendly nationality, and of course, we in the south of Thailand. Here's people is more smiley and friendly.
That's really good to know. I mean, the most important thing about about the society is about having that integration within different cultures, people from different countries. So that's really good to know. So of course, we need to know, what is the currency being used? What is the most popular currency being used? Do we use dollar, euro, or ruble? Can you tell us?
Yeah. In reality, I travel a lot around different countries here in Southeast Asia. Let's say in Vietnam, you can pay by US dollars. In Cambodia, you can pay by US dollars, and so on. In Thailand, we have currency which is called Thai baht, and Thai baht is Thai baht. Yeah. It's for the moment it's equal $1 is equal to 30 Thai baht. Yeah, and €1 is about 38, if I'm correct for these days. So the currency in Thailand quite strong. Like I'm actually born in Belarus. Yeah, it's yeah, and I leave Belarus in 2012, right? And the currency there was $1 was like 5,000 Belarusian rubles, something like this, right? Yeah, and when I came to Thailand, it was $1 is 30 baht per dollar, right? After like 9 years, today $1 is still 30 baht per 30 baht per dollar, and Belarusian ruble is about 25, I guess, something like this, right? It's if we speak about economy, Thai economy is very strong because it's not depends of the oil much like different countries. The economy based upon gold, and in reality, here is so many different, you know, like strong points. Like for example, tourism. Of course, during the pandemic, we see that this industry is quite stressed a lot. But the good point that it was good to refresh, and everyone is ready to open the borders and invite small tourists, because right now is high demand for the places like Phuket, for example, because it's like one of the best place for quarantine, I would say. Yeah, I think most of the people prefer to quarantine in private pool villa or some sea view condo with amazing view instead of some city city room or something.
That's really great. That's really great. So tell us about what about the most of the investors? Where are they mostly from? Are they mostly like the US citizen, or where are mostly investors from that invest in Thailand?
You know, during my career, it's I see the different trends, because it depends. You know, like Thailand is a good place to bring your money when something happens somewhere in the world. Let's say like this. For example, back then it was really strong Russian market. I would say before 2014, because currency was so strong in Russia, and it was quite a lot of Russian market. Then Chinese joined us, and 2016 it was one of the best year for Chinese sales, for example. And if we speak about actual moment, when I preparing for our stream, I just go and have a look a bit of our statistics and look what actually which nationality is more active for the moment. And I would say that right now is Canadian citizens is very active for the moment. Australia is very active, and most of the South East Asia countries like Singapore, Hong Kong, and so on, we still quite cheap comparing to their prices, but the value that we have in Phuket is amazing for amount of money that we can get. Yeah.
Awesome. So basically, it's easy for foreigners to actually buy properties in Thailand, right? And also, is it easy for foreigners to get mortgage in terms of buying properties in Thailand?
For the moment, there is no any government banks or any government programs for foreigners to do any mortgage. Yeah, most of the deals in real estate with foreigners is with real, let's say, cash, right? But since the whole country is developing right now, right? And most of the developers, they announce a new project before it's got built, right? And all of the developers is given for investment different payment plans during the construction period. And some of them can give you their extended payment plan. For example, in my project right now, we can give payment plans up to 5 years, you know, like, and for
on installments.
Yes, exactly. We're doing different installments during the construction period, and then after construction period, it's kind of loan from us to our investors, and it's really good safety for our investors, as they don't need to put full amount of money, and they don't have much risk. They always have here's always a balance and so on. That's why most of the investors, they use these extended payment plans. Some of the investors who don't want to have any currency risk, right, then who want to just make fast exchange, they doing it for 100% payments, but they ask for some better conditions and so on. Yeah.
Right. So, of course, before you invest or buy property in any country, of course, you need to know the tax in the country. So, can you elaborate a little bit about the tax that a foreigner need to buy, and what are the price range in terms of properties in Thailand, and how much, for example, would a villa cost?
I think I will start to answer from second question, from the average pricing, right? Of course, the price is something like can be from very cheap pricing to infinity pricing, it depends what you want,
Right,
it's a
right.
difficult question, right? If you're speaking about the condominiums, for example, right, which is one of the top product right now on the market, most of the
Right.
people buying condominiums, right? Here's we need to understand that there is a certain difference between the standards, like
Right.
I'm not sure that any foreigners wants to buy typical Thai style condominium which is not fit our standards. There is no air condition, let's say, or something like this. Of course, all of the foreigners buying European or international standards, yeah. And if we speak about this kind of condominiums, the average square meter price right now in Phuket, for example, is about from $3,000. I think it will be lowest, like bottom level for.
You're talking about square meters, right?
Square meter price, yes, about $3,000, and it can go up to. It depends of the what unit you get. Let's say CVU unit usually plus 20 to 30%. Unit exactly the same, but as soon as you have the CVU, you pay more. Let's say as lower your floor, you pay less. As higher, as better view you pay more. Like it's always like in one project it can be different up to 20 to 30% of the pricing. If we speak about, let's say, villas or houses, this is a totally different market because Phuket is, I would say, in terms of living, is going to luxury lifestyle living because we have a lot of infrastructure around. Let's say why people prefer Phuket instead of other places, because here is you have a lot of like I said, we live on Paradise Island with big city infrastructure, because in case if something happened to you, you have about 20 hospitals only in Phuket, like different standards, international hospitals, right? If let's say you need some kind of shopping, we have lots of shopping malls where let's say, here's the problems of Paradise Islands. If you want Starbucks, like you're stuck because you need to drink some coffee from some local shop, right? But here we have, I don't know, I never think, but I think we have about 15 to 20 Starbucks in whole Phuket. It's it's quite a lot, right? So if we speak about any international facilities, because let's say not everyone, not every foreigner would. Thai food is amazing food, but if you go to the local shop, it will be super spicy, and not most of the foreigners cannot eat it. Right?
I like spicy food. I'm African. I'm Nigerian, so.
Yeah, so perfect. Yeah, so you need to join us. You need to visit us for sure. Yeah.
This actually brings me to the. Sorry to cut you off. This actually brings me to the next question. So most of your property development are focused in Phuket, right?
We're doing only Phuket.
Okay. So I'm gonna add up the question. So your development are most focused in Phuket. So what is the population of Phuket?
It's a good question because like difficult to say what is population in touristic place. If we speak about the local community, it's about 400,000 people live in Phuket. Yeah, 400,000. But of course, lots of foreigners, expats living here, same as me, right? It's about at one day there was some kind of statistics that it's about 60,000 foreigners live only in Phuket, and it's who's registered visas, not like a tourist visa, some kind of different, either retirement visa or, for example, student visa, working visa, and so on. So, and if we speak about, let's say, if you speak about time before pandemic, right, in 2019, for example, there was over 18 million people coming here by Phuket's airport statistics. So we have it's quite a lot of people coming during this time. That's why, like, if we say about local ones, it's about official statistics 400,000, but in reality, I think it's up to million and a half, like this per month. People you can see here.
Yeah. So you just spoke about pandemic. Of course, at this moment, we will not have any conversation when it comes to traveling or buying properties abroad without talking about COVID, right? So what is the rules in Thailand regarding the pandemic? Do foreigners need to take like the PCR tests, or would they need to have like some self-isolation on arrival when they come to the Thailand?
You know, everything change every month, you know, during this time. Yeah,
Right.
and if you speak about current moment from yesterday, the people with vaccine, for example,
Right.
they can come and stay quarantine only 7 days. People without vaccine need to stay up to 10 days. If they, there is a special hotels which is registered for quarantine, and you can stay there since you come here. You can choose a hotel from the list. But
Oh,
from the 1st of July, we just got announcement a few weeks ago that from 1st of July, this it will be less strict, and kind of people with vaccine, they can stay without quarantine, but we're still waiting for approval for this. And from the October, kind of official borders have to be open for the international tourists. But I would say you interesting fact that many people, even if we have before we had quarantine for 14 days, and still lots of people join us and stay because of the, you know, like we kind of paradise island, and really good infrastructure for people. For example, people who stay in Europe, for example, they got tired of a lot of like third lockdown right now, right? So here in Phuket, we have only one lockdown last March. It's like a year ago, and within 1.5 months after this, from I think from last June, I never heard any case of COVID in Phuket. You know,
oh,
because we
wow.
are kind of isolated, we on the island and everything controlled, and it was amazing how fast we get out from this. Yeah, and of course many
Yeah.
people they stay right now in the condominiums around. They come here and enjoy their like quarantine. And government, they're doing really good point for all of the foreigners who live in Thailand, because they make a visa ammunition, and people who stay here and their visas was expired, all of them
Okay.
was continued, and now it's continued for every 3 months. They got like, let's say I know the people whose their visas expired 1 year ago, and they always got free extend only because of the government don't want to do strict you know,
Some
like
kind of flexibility.
exactly. That's why,
Awesome.
yeah, that's why I would say that that we are here in quite paradise in these terms. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
The second question was about the taxes, which is I
Yes.
probably
Yes.
skipped.
Yes.
That's why I want to little bit come back to make sure that I reply to all of your message, all of your questions. So if you speak about taxes, actually in Thailand before last year we didn't have a property tax like it's in Europe and or other countries where you have to pay yearly tax for your property. We had only registration fee. When you buy a property, you will pay from 0.5 till like 3.5% from your property evaluation in terms of taxes for registration. Yeah,
Wow.
but from last year, we got some kind of property tax, but many people is laughing from it because it's 0.03% from your
Wow.
property
That's
valuation.
really
It's
low.
nothing. Last year I paid for my property $15 per year
Wow.
for ownership of my property, which is
Wow.
it's not really even tax. It's just maybe a small support for the government. Let's say like this.
That's
Yeah.
pretty low. That's pretty
Yeah,
low.
and of
So,
course we still have we still have income tax, which is
okay.
most of the people looking around when you buy property for investment, right? And income tax for foreigners, if you're a resident here, let's say I'm a resident, I have work visa, living here for many years, I have work permit and so on. My property tax, income tax will be about 5% from amount of money what I get from my rentals of my property. If you stay, let's say, in another country and you are a resident of another country, then you will pay up to 15% in terms of taxes return from your investment. But comparing to most places in the world, is still really, really low taxes. And one of the biggest advantage what people would like to use, because it's legal. We don't have any hidden payments or any black money and so on. Here it's everything registered and it's official income. And as soon as you pay this 15% tax, you can transfer this money all over any country, and this money is 100% is right. Yeah.
That's pretty informative. You know, one of the interesting thing about your project is that your project is actually environmental friendly. Exactly. Because the project is all connected to eco housing. And I feel that a lot of people would want to hear from you. What is eco housing?
This is an amazing question, my favorite. So, you know, like when I came to Thailand, you know, I was surprised how amazing nature is around us. And, you know, like we want to save the nature and give our next generation. Yeah, it's very much. But when you look around Asia, not all of the countries like this. You know, like it's not everyone take care for it. And if you speak about our project about Serene condominiums, all of the partners is kind of from Europe. You know, like in Europe right now is already choose the way for a green economy. Yeah, you know, like if you look right now, the taxes in Europe for green developments and all of this stuff is getting lower. For example, people trying to switch their cars from gasoline, from engines to the electrical vehicles, you know, and in Europe it's go fast. You know, like everything what's happened in the westernized countries right now, it will come here soon. Right, but if we speak, I speak about actual moment right now. Why would we not start right now together with the whole world? You know,
True.
like, and that's why that was one of our main point. Like we have a vision, we have philosophy of our company and of our product that we invest in the future. And but one of the most important part, what people, you know, like some people they just activist for the eco, for environment and so on to save. But if we speak about us, we are still business, right? And the business have to make money, right? And our point, what we how we see it, as more we can save, as more sustainable our projects will be, as more money we can save, and as more money we can produce to our investors. The people who invest in our condominiums, there will be a lots of optimization of cost. For example, in our condominium, we will have solar panels on the rooftop, you know, and up to 30% of electricity bills we can cover from these solar panels, which is money what you save, you earn, right? And our investors also, because usually when people look at the property, right, when they want to buy it for investment, most of the time they look only on rentals price, for example, and so on, but they don't really go deep for the cost. And cost is usually, your investment is quite high. In Europe, in some countries, if you buying the property, sometimes, you know, if you cover your expenses, you're lucky, you know. But here in Phuket, we can speak about the return from 5 to 10%, depends of the season, depends of the situation and so on. That's why many people, they consider to look at the Asia right now, because the rentals price is already close to European or international, but the management and expenses and cost of the management is much lower. You know, like that's why it's more logical in terms of investment. Yeah. Also, for example, here is what we are doing. We are collecting, because in Thailand we have 2 different seasons. We call it low season and high season. High season is a period of from November till March, where is it's less rain. It's almost no rain. You know, like it's very hot time. Yeah, it's about temperature from 28 till 35 degrees. And from March, let's say from April till October, this is called like a low season, where it's a mixed hot weather with the rains, but you still feel hot. And during this rain season, we collect a lot of water because we will have a rain harvesting system in our project, and we can collect the water and then we can use it for the plants, because the whole facade of our building will be covered by plants. You know, maybe you've seen in the many times in somewhere in Singapore, it's very popular, where the building looks like greenery, like green building, right? We will have the same, and of course it's a lot of water and a lot of resources to water it. That's why we will collect this water. We also will have a gray water, and of course we will use eco-friendly materials, because this is kind of our health, and some more eco-friendly materials we have in our project as more better for the future. And this materials is like a more let's say more strong, and can stay for longer and don't affect the people health. Yeah, this is kind of concept that we have, and of course I can explain forever about this. It has so many points. Yeah, if let's say someone is interested more deep, I think they can contact you or contact us.
Absolutely.
And we can present it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You were talking about investment and returns, for example, right? For people to invest and get their money back. This actually took me to the question to say, how do you source for your materials? Do you source your materials locally? I mean, it's eco-friendly homes. Do you source for it locally, or you have some source from abroad, for example?
Most likely we do materials from abroad, because so this materials is quite unique. Let's say we use a stone surface. It's a special surface which will be on the whole facade of the building, and we will never need to paint it. So we don't use any paint on the actual facade of the building. It will be like the actual facade will looks like a stone. And in future we don't need to maintain it. We just need water pump and just clean it like this. Right?
Wow! So you spray your home?
Yeah. Just to spray
you
and
spray
then
the building.
You don't need to paint it. It's one of the big issue in Thailand, because we have high humidity around. It's really high humidity, and of course, the maintenance is very important. Yeah, some products we have locally in Thailand, from Thailand. Some products we have to import from different countries. But if we speak about the whole concept, even right now I'm located in our showrooms. Here's all of the furniture is hidden in the walls. Like let's say the bed is. Let's say this wall right now behind me is actual bed, but it's hidden in the wall, which is we can make optimization of the space around, and then let's say people don't need to buy a lot of square meters. Like what is in our vision also, that the generation of the property buyers is changed right now. So there's more millennials right now in the game. Let's say it's like this. Like the people back then, people want to have more luxury lifestyle and so on.
More space.
Now people want to get more convenience and more optimize the space. For example, I'm located right now in the unit only 28 square meters, right? And actually, you can fit here for your friend's party like 6 people, and you will not feel here is uncomfortable, because you have lots of space because of all the furniture hidden in the walls. As soon as your friends is left, you can open the bed and so on. But this one is kind of needs to be proper presentation. I will not go deep to this one. If someone interested, we can show it, right? So the goal is to optimize for what's important for investor. For example, investor want to invest less and get more, right? So that's what kind of optimization we do. This eco-friendly concept investors will save on the cost, right? With the optimization of the furniture inside, investor will don't need to buy, let's say, 1 bedroom unit. He don't need to buy like 40 or 50 square meter units. It's enough for him to buy 28, and it will be exactly the same feeling as the 50 square meters, you know. And today, yeah, and today people is more visualized. They for them it's very important what features you have, why you are unique. When you go to hotel, if it's just a hotel room and standard one, you will never post it in your Instagram or something, and you will never say if you someone that look what I have. But if you have something unique, that's what's important for today. Yeah, and answer to your question about the investment, why foreigners invest in Thailand, because if you speak about condominiums, right, in Thailand is an amazing balance between the investing. Let's express it like this: when you buy a unit in some city, right, you need to find your people who rent it, right? You need to control them and so on. Here in Thailand, it's touristic market, and like you buy a unit in the condo, but you have all of the hotel infrastructure, and you can rent out your unit on daily basis, which is more expensive, you know, like, and better, more profitable. Yeah, and in the end, it's like you own the unit in the hotel. Let's do it. Let's express it like this, and that's why in this system you don't really worry for your property. Most of the people, they kind of scary to invest abroad because who will stay in my unit? How I would control it? Millions of questions, and then better maybe I don't invest, right? So for us, we give the whole package, right? The person invests with us, we build for this person, we manage for him, and we give them a profit, and plus we give them holidays, which is amazing, amazing opportunity for investment. No one want a headache, you know. Like.
Awesome, awesome. I think one of the questions we have from one of our viewers is, what is the best, what is the most popular location in Thailand to buy properties?
Yeah, I see this also, this comment right now in the our stream. Good question. You know, it's of course to say what is the best is difficult, because everyone will say that being Phuket will say that Phuket is the best. You know, like people in other places will say different, right? But if you speak about whole Thailand, you know, you need to understand that there is a mainland. It's quite big. It's quite big country, and we have a Bangkok, which is capital city, and there's 100% city as well, and so on. That's why for business people, most likely they prefer to invest in Bangkok, because there is that property even not properly rented out. It just works on capital gain, you know, like it's just like a stock market, you know, like that's how it works. Then there is also Pattaya. It's one of the popular destination next to Bangkok. It was really popular to buy properties there, but right now, like I think there is more and more property coming, and there is no restrictions, because it's not island, it's like a big coastline, and you can grow like a, you know, first you are small cities and you're bigger, so that's what's going on there right now. Yeah, and of course, we have a lot of paradise islands like Koh Phangan, Koh Samui. Many people really love it. It's a nice paradise place for the holiday, right? But if you ask me why I would choose Phuket for investment, right? I would say that I will come back to our discussion in the beginning, right? We have the perfect balance between city lifestyle and paradise island. If you want to go, if you look at these pictures with a beautiful, clear blue water, with a nice sand and some rocks around and so on, you can have it exactly. I need to right now drive 2 minutes and I will get it. You know, like from place where I'm located right now, 2-minute drive, right? If I need to walk, it's about 10 minutes, right? If I want to, for example, fly over to Bangkok, to big city tomorrow, let's say, it will took me 25-minute drive to airport and 1 hour flight to Bangkok. You know, like if I need city vibe, right? And then I can come back same day, and I don't feel will not feel stress, right? So international airport makes our life easier because people can come here directly, you know, from many places all over the world. Because as less connections you have, as more people want to join, because it's less headache, you know. Of course, if we speak about the why it's better invest to the island instead of mainland, because island have limited land, you know, like we're not allowed to build a lot here in Phuket, and we have restrictions. It's very interesting. We have restriction. We cannot build building more than 24-meter high. The maximum height of the building can be 8 stories. You know, it's aesthetic law, and in future, this island will never turn to big city and destroying all of the nature and so on. You know, and yeah, that's why we have like a it's a really good play between supply and demand, and for now, like for next about 20 years, here is a lot of big possibilities to grow. That's why foreigners investing here more and more.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think one of the other aspects that we need to cover is, of course, we've heard about why it's interesting to, why it's profitable to invest. You know, the materials being used, eco-friendly, the environment. You can walk 2 minutes from your home, you know, and you're gonna have the sea and so on and so forth, and all the government rules to make the environment conducive for investors, for people living around. I think one aspect that I would want you to cover is the price of your own properties. What are the price range, if anyone is interested to know?
Of my property, exactly.
Yes.
Or,
yes.
Yeah, you know, like for me, for example, what is the most foreigners doing here, and this model is quite work really well. You know, like if you speak about, let's say, westernized countries, people buying property for themselves, they doing their own renovation and so on, right? For us here, we prefer to do like this. We buy in condominiums, for example, 2, 3, 5 units or 1 unit or whatever. We get a rental income from it, right? Because this property is located on the coastline, let's say, close to the beach. Like everything, like if you speak about big city, in big city, it's all depends. It's growing from the center. You know, like your price go from the heart, yeah, and it's most expensive in the center. Yeah. For us it's different. Our prices go from the city side, right? From the beach. You know, as closer you to the beach, higher for you. Say, it's many requests for people. I want to have a beachfront condominium or beachfront villa. If you speak about beachfront villa in Phuket, for example, good luck to find it lower than $3-4 million US. You know, like even we don't speak about size because of the so high demand but low supply. The prices is getting like this, right? And that's why if you speak about, let's say, my property, I buy in the condominiums, right? And it's perfectly rented out, even in COVID times, right? During the pandemic, it's still long-term rentals can produce some return. But as soon as tourism come back, there is totally different. It's 10 times more, you know. And if you speak about villas, many people they also buy luxury pool villas, for example, and also taking care for rentals of it. But I think it's a little bit different market. I'm not really expert on villas development. That's why I think it's better to speak with me about condominium. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. I think our audience would definitely be satisfied with all the information we've gotten. And from my own part, I'm really glad that we have you as a partner in Thailand. So what I would say is, I would want you to give us just a round you know, closure in terms of all the conversation we've had. possibly whoever just joined us would be able to have a little bit of glance information about you. So you can just give us a little bit of introduction, and then we can end the conversation. And also, for our viewers, if you have any inquiry, you can follow our partner, Mr. Oleg, on Instagram. You can follow his company's Instagram on Serene Condominium. You can also follow us in Realting.com, and you'll be able to get update of information in terms of our new partners in different locations and so on. So you can reach out to us if you have any inquiry. Then we'll be happy to be able to help you to get the best properties you would have to buy or to invest, and so on. So, Mr. Oleg, let's listen to your closing remark, and then we would end the,
what I want to say, like, I really enjoyed the live stream with you. It was a really good experience and good time. Thank you so much for invitation. And I hope we can, in future, we can do it more often and more specific points, right?
True.
For all of our viewers who join our stream, right? If someone interested in buying property in Phuket in our projects, let's say, either they contact your Instagram and write to realting.com, or if they type to us, we will give a special give a special conditions, which is we will give for those buyers free furniture package, which is cost 250,000 Thai baht. It's about $8,000 US. Yeah, and this one will be a benefit for all of our viewers from the stream. And for example, if someone interested, I will make sure that me or my team will give a free consultation about any legal part buying property in Thailand, or maybe some lifestyle guide and so on, right? And this one, feel free to contact us. And from my side also, I have this kind of eco-friendly package, which is, this one is eco-friendly bag. Yeah, now also like this, like a notebook with our brand. And what we need today, everyone is needing today, is a mask, right? This is super convenient mask, yeah, and pocket sanitizers, right? Which is always have to be with you. Yes, let's do it like this. The people can write under this. We will post this video in the IGTV, and people can ask most difficult questions about the property in Thailand. Yeah,
right.
And the person who will ask the best question that we can choose together, we can send it by the physical post, DHL or whatever. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really great. So the viewers, you have listened to Mr. Oleg. So let's get to it. If you have friends, you have family members, you have colleagues that have that are thinking of investing, you heard it here. If you invest with Serene Condominium, you would have a free furniture for whatever property you are buying. So guys, let's do this. Let's stay connected. Thank you guys very much, Mr. Oleg. Thank you. Spasiba Balshoy. So Spasiba. All right, man. See you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.